It's that time of year. Spooky season is upon us. And if you're looking for scares, story, and atmosphere, this spooky season, I've got 5 horror games on Game Pass that absolutely deliver. These aren't just jump scares, they're experiences. And stick around, I've got a bonus game that's under a gig, and it's a total gem. Let me know in the comments your 5 favourite spooky games, and let's get started. First up, this isn't just a horror game, it's a nightmare you live through. You play as Mono, a small boy in a world warped by surveillance, decay, and cruelty. You're not fighting monsters, you're surviving them. And they're not just grotesque, they're familiar. A teacher whose neck stretches unnaturally. A hunter who treats children like prey. A hospital full of twitching mannequins that only move when you're not looking. Why do I love it? It taps into something primal. The fear of being small in a world that doesn't care if you survive. The art direction is stunning, the sound design is aggressive, and the puzzles make you feel clever without breaking immersion. It's horror through the eyes of a child, and that makes it hit a little bit harder. Little Nightmares 2 doesn't rely on gore or cheap scares. It builds a world that feels wrong and asks you to navigate it anyway. It's short, sharp, and unforgettable. If you like this, also on Game Pass, try out Inside and Limbo, both eerie, minimalist, and unforgettable. This one doesn't get talked about enough. The Evil Within 2 is a psychological survival horror blending action, dread, and emotional storytelling. You play as Sebastian, a broken man who's searching for his daughter inside a simulated world called STEM, a place where reality fractures and monsters are born from trauma. It's got everything. Grotesque enemy design, a semi-open world that rewards exploration, and some of the most surreal, dreamlike horror sequences I've ever seen in a mainstream game. One moment you're creeping through a foggy town square, the next you're trapped in a gallery of frozen corpses, each one a twisted work of art. Why do I love it? It's not just about scares, it's about grief, guilt, and redemption. The horror story feels personal, and the game gives you space to breathe, explore, and prepare, before it rips that safety away. The Evil Within is the kind of horror that lingers. It's not just what you see, it's what it makes you feel. And if you're on Game Pass, it's one of the most overlooked gems you can play right now. If you like this, also on Game Pass, try out Amnesia the Bunker and Still Wakes the Deep. Speaking of Still Wakes the Deep, that's my next pick. Set on a Scottish oil rig in 1975, this one is pure atmosphere. You're trapped offshore as something unknowable invades. And you're not a soldier or a scientist, you're just a worker trying to survive. No weapons, no HUD, no combat. Just you, the storm, and the horror. Why do I love it? It's immersive in a way few horror games are. The sound of creaking metal, crashing waves, distant screams. It all builds dread without needing jump scares. And the story, it's grounded, emotional, and quietly devastating. Still Wake the Deep proves you don't need combat to make horror work. You just need atmosphere, story, and the courage to let the silence do the talking. If you like this, also on Game Pass, test out Sonoa's Saga Hellblade 2 and Dredge. Dead Space is survival horror in deep space, and it's still one of the best. You play as Isaac, an engineer sent to repair a mining ship that's gone silent. What you find isn't just broken machinery, it's a nightmare. The crew's been slaughtered and reanimated into grotesque creatures called the necromorphs. Why do I love it? The combat is brutal and strategic. You don't aim for the head, you dismember. The sound design is legendary. Distant screams, flickering lights, and the hum of the ship make every hallway feel like a trap. And the remake? It sharpens everything. The visuals, the pace, and the dread. Dead Space doesn't just scare you, it traps you, and if you're on Game Pass, it's one of the most polished, terrifying experiences you can play right now. If you like Dead Space, also on Game Pass, try out Stalker 2 for the mutants, the dread, and emotional storytelling. No spooky season list would be complete without a Resident Evil game. And Resident Evil 2 Remake takes everything that made the 1998 original iconic. Tight corridors, limited resources, and relentless enemies, and rebuilds it with a modern polish. You play as Leon or Claire, trapped in the Raccoon City Police Department as the zombie outbreak spirals out of control. Why do I love it? The pacing is masterful. You're constantly juggling ammo, health, and puzzle solving, while Mr. X, a towering, unstoppable force, stalks you through the hallways. Every door creak, every distant footstep, every flickering light adds to the tension. Resident Evil 2 doesn't just scare you, it teaches you how to survive. And if you're on Game Pass, it's one of the most essential horror experiences you can play right now. Now that's my 5 done. I did, however, say there is a bonus game. Before I reveal it, drop a like and subscribe and hit the bell for more Xbox content. Now, if you're after something spooky but chill, Dredge is the perfect breather. It's a fishing game. Yeah, really, but it's set in a world where things aren't quite right. You sail by day, catch fish, and upgrade your boat. But at night, the fog rolls in, your sanity slips away, and the ocean starts to whisper. Why do I love it? It's cozy horror. No combat, no jump scares, just creeping dread and eerie discoveries. It's under 1 GB and it's perfect for travel or short sessions. And you'll get around 9 hours of gameplay from the main story, not including any extras or if you're a completionist. So whether you want psychological dread, survival tension, or cosmic horror, these 6 Game Pass titles have you covered. Let me know which one creeps you out the most, or if I've missed your favourite. Stay spooky. Ciao.